The letter came in a glossy white envelope with gold trim, like it was a wedding invitation instead of a threat. Inside was a single sheet of paper, embossed with the HOA logo. Notice of fine. $1 million the offense? Apparently, my non-standard fence design and improper color of roofing shingles violated aesthetic harmony guidelines. I laughed so hard I nearly choked. $1 million? For shingles? My mortgage wasn't even a quarter of that. But Karen, the queen of our HOA tyrant of clipboards, was dead serious. She strutted down my driveway that afternoon, flanked by her 2 lackeys, waving her copy of the fine like it was the Magna Carta. "You have 30 days to pay," she said smugly. "If you don't, we'll put a lien on your property and move for foreclosure." That's when I smiled, because Karen didn't know the truth. See, my land isn't just any suburban lot. Years ago, before this neighborhood even existed, I inherited 10 acres from my grandfather. When developers built around it, they begged me to sell. I refused. They built their HOA-tract houses on the edges of my land, assuming they could box me in. But here's the kicker. The HOA has zero jurisdiction over my property. They filed paperwork wrong at the county office, and their boundaries stop right at my fence line. In other words, their precious HOA exists on my land. Their clubhouse, their little landscaped entrance sign, even half their pool, all sitting on soil they technically don't own. They lease it month to month from me. So when Karen slapped me with $1 million fine, I didn't argue. I didn't protest. I just walked into the county clerk's office with my deed and one short notice. Lease terminated. HOA to vacate premises in 30 days. The shockwaves hit fast. First, frantic emails from board members. Then Karen pounding on my door, shrieking, "You can't do this. We're a governing body." I showed her the deed. "No, you're tenants. And now you're evicted." She turned purple. "We'll sue." "Go ahead," I said. "But you'll be suing from a folding chair in a parking lot, because your clubhouse sits on my dirt." And that's exactly what happened. 30 days later, the sheriff's office supervised as HOA members hauled their furniture, filing cabinets, and sad little snack machine out of the clubhouse. The pool was drained. The sign out front got bulldozed. Their headquarters vanished overnight. Karen stood there, clipboard trembling, watching her empire crumble. "You won't get away with this," she hissed. But I already had. The funniest part? Once the HOA was off my land, the neighborhood realized they had no central authority. No board, no fines, no Karen. People started painting their houses whatever colors they wanted. One guy put up a 30-foot flagpole. Another family turned their yard into a vegetable garden with chickens. And guess what? The sky didn't fall. Now, when I sit on my porch and watch kids ride bikes past houses painted teal and sunflower yellow, I smile. Because Karen tried to fine me $1 million and ended up losing her kingdom instead. As for the old clubhouse, I converted it into a workshop. Sometimes I leave the garage door open just so Karen, walking her sad little dog, has to see the place that used to be hers now full of my tools and lawnmowers. Call it poetic justice, or just good property management.